What's up? What's up? What's up? And this is the part in the live stream where there's nobody here yet, so I don't really know what to say because there's no one here to say it to. This isn't like a recorded video where I can just talk about what we're going to talk about. I have to kind of wait for YouTube and Facebook and LinkedIn to send this out to everyone. And there's always this weird like 20 to 30 second delay. But now some people are on, so please let me know if you can hear and see me okay. And then we're going to jump right into it at about the 1 or 2 minute mark. So if you're watching this on the replay, go ahead and skip to say the 2 minute mark, and then we're going to get started with what we're going to talk about today and the opportunity, the free opportunity that you're going to have today and only today. Yeah, Lynn says hola. Jessica says hey. Michelle Robinson, the rank queen, says hey. Joseph says hi. Joseph also says all good. Thank you, everyone. We're going to give it 1 more minute, and then we're going to get into it. I think this is probably a good compromise between finding a way to make the replays, like not have all the empty stuff at the beginning, but also engage with the live audience. So that's kind of what I'm doing. Like I say, if you're watching this on the replay, skip over this part and start around the 2 minute mark. That's when we're going to get into the topic for today. So I've had some complaints about that in the comments, and they're not invalid. I need to go and see if I can edit the video with the YouTube tools without losing the URL, so I lose the SEO value, and I just haven't had a chance. Hamza says, yep, can hear and see you. Good, good, good. Sanjeeb says, keep up the good work. Thank you. Facebook user says, sup. Sup, Facebook user. All right, we're going to start in about 10 seconds. Minari says, how's everything going? The goat here. What's up, Minari? All right, let me go ahead and share my screen, and we're going to get into it. Window. Yeah, we'll do that. All right, let me just do this. All right, can everyone see the screen okay? You should be seeing the Legiit dashboard. Let me zoom in a little bit, so this will be a little easier for you. So just let me know if you can see the screen, and I'll get into what we're going to get into. I'm going to go ahead and drop this URL in the chat. I don't know that I'll be able to drop it in the comments everywhere because it changed the way that works, and it's not as efficient, but it is what it is. I hate that expression, and I'm ashamed of myself for using it. Let me summon some more folks since we're on Facebook today as well. Yes, it's clear. Okay, great. 1 more second, guys. But what you're seeing right now is the Legiit Get More Stuff Done dashboard, and you have the opportunity today to get a free one. And today is literally the last chance you'll ever have to get one for free with full features. So I wanted to give everyone a chance to see it and grab one if they don't already have one. Now, if you do already have one, you're all good. You don't have to do anything. I mean, you should still stay and watch so you can hear about some of the cool stuff that's coming up. But you don't have to do anything. I mean, you should still stay and watch. But you're not going to lose anything. So just keep that in mind. And if you have any questions at any point, drop them in the chat or in the comments, and I will answer them because that's what you do with questions. You answer them. And one more thing to do. I recently discovered another annoy everybody tag. All right. Let's get into it, shall we? Spinning Rod says, hi, Chris. Hello, Spinning Rod. Plan is here. How is everyone? Good. Okay. So what we are looking at here is the one-of-a-kind Legiit Get More Stuff Done dashboard. Now, the one that we're looking at is filled in more or less, and it's using my, I guess you'd call it my SEO blog, superstarseo.com, as the demo site. Schrader's Pressure Washing and Services. there's your free plug, says, when it comes to SEO / ranking, I get confused on what services I should be buying and also what's the pros of buying off Legiit versus paying an SEO company. Okay, so the first question is actually going to be answered in large part in today's stream. The second part is that you get control of the process. You get to have, you can pace it at your own pace. You kind of manage it. You don't have to rely on someone. And it's just it's a much more flexible way of handing it off. Because, you know, whenever I talk to people that I'm thinking of taking on as clients for my agency, which I don't do much anymore, but when I do, I get the complaint every single time that I've worked with this agency in the past and they either ripped me off or they didn't do a good job or whatever. So I'm not saying that agencies are bad, because they aren't. There are a lot of great ones, but if you want to have control over the process yourself, I think outsourcing is the way to go. Somebody says, keep up the good work. Thank you. Okay. So what this is let's just go through each module, but basically this is a one-of-a-kind dashboard that you can get for multiple sites if you so choose. We'll cover the packages later, but it connects a bunch of different integrations, and then it gives you a bunch of tools, and it gives you AI recommendations on how to improve those to improve the overall quality of your online presence. It's not just SEO, it's all around stuff. So the Legiit score is kind of I'll do that last because it's kind of requires all the other things to be in place, but we're just going to go right down the list. First of all is audit on-page SEO. This is a on-page SEO content audit tool that will look at your site and look at a particular keyword and then give you a score of how good, or in this case, not good, it is doing. And it will show you what to do to improve on it. And it goes by what I've found to be the 8 to 10 most important factors. So this is not a great example of this because I'm not really trying to rank for those terms, but it basically, you give it a keyword and a site, it's going to tell you the total word count, the keywords on the page, the keyword density, if the URL has the keyword in it, the keyword of the meta title, meta description, H1 tags, the number of images with alt tags, and the images with the keywords and file name. Now, and what it's going to do is go out and look at the top 20 results in Google for the term that you give it and give you data on what they are doing. So that's kind of how that tool works. It's a standalone tool that I had anyway, but it's also integrated right here into the dashboard. So we'll come back to that once that's done. Rank tracker for now is pretty straightforward, but it just tracks the rank of your keywords. But stay tuned, and we'll have some cool feature updates on stuff that's coming in the next week or two on that. And you also, if you go spinning rod in the comments trying to make a sale. If you go to this section and each of these tabs, it's going to show you, based on our 6 years of data and sales and everything else we've collected, it's going to use our AI to give you suggestions on what services will improve whatever thing that it's on. So that Schrader's was asking about that. That's one way that this will help you pick the services that are best for you. So that's the rank tracker. We got some cool features coming to that, and we'll cover that again in just a minute, or in the end with what's coming to it. The page speed is literally what it sounds like. It tests the page speed of your site. You can refresh this once a day, I believe, and it's just going to go out and use the Google tool to pull a speed score. So we'll refresh that. And again, if you find that you need help with this, it recommends some of the best services that can help you with it. We'll come back to that one in a minute to see what it did as well. Then we have social captions. Now, what this does is it helps you format your social captions. It gives you a word count, a mentions count, and a hashtag count. So you can create, and then you have emoji tool built in. So it's just to create a caption for your Instagram or your Facebook or whatever. It's not to make suggestions or anything like that. It's just to help you format it and give you an idea of the word count and things like that. So that's that. So I can just start typing, and you get the idea. And then there are suggestions here that will also help you create your social media posts. Reports. This is basically, and I haven't exported mine yet for this week, but basically this is an export of a report of kind of everything that you see in the main dashboard that you can white label if you so choose to give to a prospect, or you can put your own logo on it, or however you want to go about it, or you can just leave it unwhite labeled. Backlink history is basically a backlinks history. It's going to go through and give you some information about your backlinks, whether it's status is live or lost, if it's a do follow or no follow, the anchor text, the date that it was discovered, and we got some cool stuff coming to that in the near future as well. So let me unzoom. Is that a word? And then let's go to back to the dashboard. We've got some other tools that are built in. Like I say, it looks at the Legiit score, and you can see mine is down a little bit, and we'll cover what this is in a few minutes. But it's also, and it gives you suggestions of things that you can do. And then if you want to, you can add those things right to your built-in to-do list, which is right here. If you wanted to check something off, check that off, and that will go away, and so on. So you can see I'm doing a live stream. So we'll check that off. Page speed. Okay, so the page speed report is done, and you can see my page speed has decreased significantly since the last time I did that. So I might want to go explore a page speed service, which I can do by clicking on that link right there, and it'll take me over to the tab that I showed you before and suggest some services. So now you know exactly how to fix that. Now, other integrations we have are the to-do list, like I showed you. We also have an uptime monitor. So if, God forbid, some reason your site goes down, what you can do is it will get a notification, and then you'll be able to track when it was down and when it was up as well. So thankfully, it's all green and it's all good on this one. But if it had gone down at some point, you might see you would see that there, and you would have gotten an alert as well. As you can see, we also have integrated Google Analytics, so you can keep track of how much traffic, new users, sessions. If you have revenue goals set up, you'll get those. Screen page view sessions, page views, traffic, event count, and basically all the data that you can get from Google Analytics is built right into this. So basically, you added Google Analytics to your site, and then you go through the integration process. And I don't know that I can show you one like that because I have it already set up, but maybe we'll try that at the end. And then we have Google Search Console built in as well. So you can see the total clicks, impressions, so on and so on. CTR if you wanted, position if you wanted, however you want to go configure that. And if you go to, where is it? Google Search Console. I don't know how I missed that the first time through. You can look at it there too, and then you can get some even better information by going to queries. And you can see, that's ironic, right? What people are reaching your site through, what pages are doing best, countries, devices, dates, and so on. And then you can do the similar with Google Analytics. Kind of see it all in one place. And if for some reason you wanted to disconnect them, you could do that too. I don't know why you would want to though. And the more things that you connect and the more that you feed, well, let's do it first. I keep interrupting myself. And then there's your rank tracker. You can look there at that, and you can see that Superstar SEO is ranking number 27 for Legiit, which is cool because that wasn't a goal. And then kind of the backlinks history, and then some things that will generally help you grow, again, based on your specific needs. And recent orders. Now, what this does is allows you to put in a tag of a particular thing and create a project, so you can track how much you've spent on that project, what you've ordered, and so on. So basically, I go into, is it here? No. Buyer and purchases, and I can add a tag to it, any of these, and then it'll what the name of this project, and it'll show up here, so you can get your invoice, and you have it all in one convenient place. And then once you've connected all of that together, and you give it a little time to cook, for lack of a better term, it's going to give you an overall score on how well you're doing, what we call the Legiit score. And by the way, we're going to come up with a way to like export this and kind of share it on Instagram and other places. So that'll be kind of cool. And this will, if you click on the eye on any of these, by the way, it'll give you a little bit of information on what they're for, what they do. And this is like an overall score. And since mine has only decreased a slight amount, it doesn't really have any changes. But if it's a significant change to backlinks, up or down, on-page SEO, rank tracking, or uptime, and then a few others that are not listed here, it will tell you there, and you'll be able to go to that section, see what you need to do, and get the suggestions there to help you improve. And the best part about this is if you grab one today at legiit.com/dashboard, you get all of this plus future upgrades free forever for one site. If for some reason, and I hope you do, if you want more sites, we have a couple of options. We have the Legiit Plus plan, which gives you gives you additional dashboards, so you can get up to 3. It gives you more on-page audits. It gives you can check your speed more times a day, more keywords, and so on. And then it gives you what's the other thing? Oh, and then the agency plan is for up to 20 and 50 keywords and more results, and it gives you the white label reporting as well. So, and if for some reason you need more than 20, contact our support and we will find a way to do it for you. We don't have that built in just yet, but for now, this is what everyone can get for free. That's going to change in less than 24 hours. So if you want to check out the paid packages, you just go to legiit.com/pricing, or you can just click pricing right here in the menu. Same with the dashboard. You can click the dashboard right there in the menu. We try to make this as convenient as possible. So I'm going to hop back over to the dashboard. I'm going to put that in the chat on, I think it's only going to show up on YouTube, but I'll do my best to find it everywhere on Facebook as well, because all right, sorry about that. Yeah, let's see. We can post it here, 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 and here. So I just want to make sure that everyone sees that, because, even if I don't put it on the screen or whatever, somebody's going to say they missed it, and I don't want them to miss out, because this isn't going to be one of those times when I can say, just kidding, I can do it. I can still do it. Like, once this is changed in our buyer developers, I'm not going to be able to give it to anybody for free ever again, basically. So, and let me go back and see what questions I've missed. Also, I've been paying a guy to do my SEO, but I just want to make sure he's actually doing what he says he is. How could I run the site if there is backlink citations? How could I run the site to see if there are backlinks or citations? For backlinks, you can use this, the dashboard. And for citations, we're eventually going to have that built in as well. Excuse me, but you can also use a tool like SERP or Bright Local or something like that. So Steven says, finally in. Greetings. Hello, Steven. Ivana says, yes, Chris. Jacqueline says, can I change the website that the dashboard monitors, or can I have more than one monitor for different websites? Yeah, we just covered the different pricing packages. And if you want, you can just pick, if you want 3, or you can pick the Legiit Plus plan. If you need 20, you can pick the agency plan. And if you just have one, and for some reason you have to change it, you can request to delete it, and our support will manually approve it in most cases. The only reason that it has to be approved is because people would abuse that if we didn't, right? So maybe that'll change with the new pricing that was going to roll out tomorrow, but I haven't decided yet. Hey, Chris, can we use this tool for multiple sites clients, or is it mainly for our own agents? No, you can use it for as many as you want. That's what the different paid plans are for. You get one for free for now until tomorrow. But if you need more, you can go to one of our subscription plans. I think the prices are pretty reasonable. It's $27 a month for this one and $99 a month for this one. And we barely break even on those because of the way the API costs are and things like that. So if you need more, just go to legiit.com/pricing. I'll put that in the chat as well. Somebody says, keep up the good work. Thank you. Keith says, hey, Chris and everyone. Hey, Keith. All right. And I'll go ahead and put that on the screen. It's legiit.com/dashboard if you want to claim one of these for yourself. Let me know what questions you have about it, and if you'd like me to go through a setup of one. I won't be able to do all of it because it does take a good bit of time. But one thing I want to make clear is that the only benefit to this for freelancers is that it makes it easier for our customers to use the site, get the data they need, and find services they need. So I got a couple of questions about that yesterday from people saying, how does this help freelancers? This is not designed to help freelancers. This is designed to help customers and grow their business, scale their business, and frankly, to use us and be on the site more often. You probably, if you do, say, SEO, for example, you probably check your analytics and your search console every day, or at least several times a week. Same with your rank tracker and and backlinks and so on. Now you have that all in one place instead of it having to have 11 tabs open to keep track of that. So now let's talk about some of the stuff that's coming in the next couple of weeks, because new stuff is good, right? All right, let me make sure you can see that. So by the end of October, in addition to everything we already have, you're going to be able to display the average search volume of keywords in the rank tracker. So pretty straightforward, right? The average search volume based on, whatever. Bulk adding keywords, and that's for the rank tracker. Because as it is right now, you kind of have to add them one at a time, which is a little bit tedious. So I was doing one day and I was like, man, this sucks. So we added that basically. We're going to automatically suggest keywords to track based on existing data. So you put in your site and you're going through the setup, which we'll try to do one here in just a minute. It will actually suggest some keywords that you might not otherwise have thought to track. So that'll be coming up. Competitor rank tracking. So you'll be able to put in competitors and track where they rank for specific keywords. Updating the Legiit score to include data from Google Search Console. It's pretty straightforward. Like I showed you, we have Google Search Console integrated. Right now, that does not factor into your Legiit score, but sometime by the end of October, it will. Geotag and set other meta information on images. So let me explain this one a little bit. This is a tool that my co-founders company developed a few years ago. It's called Image Meta, and it lets you, among other things, geotag, but also set all the meta information for an image for your site or for your images, so you can upload them to your site, to your GMB, wherever. And that's going to be integrated right into the dashboard, so you will no longer need that as a separate tool. We need to go back and check out the SEO audit too. I'll click that so I don't forget. What else? This one was a customer request. Assign items in your to-do list to a sub user. So we have on Legiit, you can have like a sub user use your account, and you'll be able to assign the to-do list that we showed you earlier. So I need help speeding up my site. I'd be able to assign that to a sub user so they can go out and get it done. So that's another thing that we'll have soon. And then this is one that's probably going to be the most exciting for a lot of you. We're going to actually have an AI content writer tool built right in. So you can write your blog posts and your sales copy and your social media and your email and all of that right through Legiit. So you don't have to open up ChatGPT, or God forbid you're still paying for Jasper or whatever other AI writing tool you want to use. It'll be built right into Legiit. So you'll have everything you need in one place. And that one's going to be a little later, but that will be sometime in November. So that's coming up too. So if you grab your free dashboard today, you're going to get access to all of this permanently for that one site. But if you wait till tomorrow, you're going to have to pay. You're going to lose most. And if you wait till tomorrow to sign up, you're going to lose most of these features. And to get them, you're going to have to pay $7 a month, which, it's not a ton, but it adds up, right? Oh, by the way, if you need like 2 campaigns, but you don't need 3, we have an option for you to do that as well. I have a full plan, so I can't really show you that, but you do have the option to buy like a single extra site if you just needed 2 for some reason. So that's that as well. So that's what we got. That's how the dashboard works. This is kind of where Legiit is going. Legiit is not just a marketplace like the $5 marketplace or the Upsite or any of those other ones. It's an actual tool, an actual platform that gives you everything you need to actually get more stuff done. I can't believe I served that one up so well. I'm very proud of that. So we have the most talented freelancers in the business, but one of the biggest not complaints, but pieces of feedback that we've got was like the one that we had earlier in this stream was, I don't know what to buy. I want to buy stuff, but there's so many options. I don't know what I need. This is partly designed to help solve that, but it's going to be much more than that too. It's a all-in-one platform, so you can eliminate so many things. And we're just getting started, right? The features that I told you about are just what's coming in the next 6 weeks or so. Over the course of the next year, the stuff that we're going to be integrating and adding on is just mind-boggling. A lot of AI is going to go into it, and it's going to get even easier to find the stuff that you need, find the services you need, and find the most talented freelancers on the internet, which is what we have. So there's literally, if you don't sign up today, I think you're absolutely insane, to be perfectly honest, because you're gonna have to pay for this tomorrow, and you're gonna want it because it's like there's literally no reason not to have this as part of your business. Plan says just use this opportunity to sign up for the dashboard. Awesome. Should I go through and set one up? Would that be something that interests everyone? Let me know in the chat. Facebook user says very impressive and attractive. Thanks. I work out, but what do you think about the dashboard? Hey guys, let me know real quick if you want me to get. I'm just going to do it. You know what? So what I'm going to do is come down here and click add new campaign. And we're just going to go right on through it. Let me stop sharing while I type this in because I don't want to. Yeah, let's do. I'm trying to think of sites that I've shown publicly before, because if I don't want to give away any more than I have to, because bad stuff happens. Once a site has been integrated, will there be an easy way to give people on Legiit access to do the work suggested? I mean, it'll be right there, and then you can just. That's a good idea. As it is right now, you'll be able to just click the service, add it to your cart, and check out. Now, eventually, what we're going to do is have it pull from the dashboard the information that got it there in the first place, assuming the order came through that. So, it's if your site's slow, it says I need this site to be speeded up, and of course, you'd want to check it and make sure it was right. But we will smooth that out. The goal is not necessarily to give freelancers access to your dashboard, but we may be able to do something there. Let me think that through. You always have the good ideas, Jacqueline. All right, so we're going to do my very first SEO website ever. Get rid of cable.net. We're going to call it. I stopped showing the screen when I type things in because Chrome does that thing where it suggests based on past stuff, and well, you just never know. Cable. Industry type. This is very important. This helps us feed the AI and make it smarter. In this particular case, it could be entertainment. I think I'm going to go with other, though. Continue. Now, you want to pick a goal, and you can add more goals later on if you want. But for now, we're just going to do, we'll call it grow blog traffic. And finish. It's going to go create your dashboard. See how easy that was? Now, see, we already got a score of 34. That's because we haven't fed it any information yet. So now we need to go through and do some of these things. So let's do audit on page SEO. Let's put our keyword is get rid of cable. You can see we have different suggestions than we did on the other site. Rank tracker, keyword is get rid of cable. Unfortunately, I'm pretty sure this is ranking dead nowhere. States, add. We'll come back to that. Page speed. Let's get a page speed report. It's nothing to do under social captions or reports because there's nothing there yet. Backlink history takes a while to populate. So if you do one of these and it says something like this, you just have to give it sometimes as much as a day. If for some reason after a day it doesn't show up, come down here and message our support team and they will look into it for you. And then let's see what else. We need to go to settings, general configuration. Zoom back out. Configuration. It's been a while since I did this. And if you come over here, the different widgets that need something will have this set up. So I don't know that I have Google Analytics on this site, so this may have not been a good choice. Let me check. Well, I'm not going to be able to show you that because the Gmail that's tied to this is tied to a phone number I no longer have. So I don't really know what to do about that. In theory, that would be, I'm just kind of screwed, to be perfectly honest. So you would go, that's more ways to verify. Yeah. Yeah, I can't verify it. But basically, you would just do that and it would show Google Analytics and you'd click connect. So maybe I'll switch to another site, but when we get done, same thing with Google Search Console. So yeah, I'm probably going to have to go look at another site to show you those. Backlink history, like I said, this will take some time to populate. Now, connect your order tag. Remember how I told you could add different business goals? Let's add improve SEO. So you can't see the screen. If I ever start talking about something on the screen and you can't see the screen, you can do that. So here, if you want to add improve SEO, you can click save and do that. If you wanted to add more keywords, you could do that. Report settings, if you have a logo you wanted to add, you could add that. Analytics, search console, order tags. So now you would want to set up stuff for a campaign, but I'm going to choose one at random. Let's try that one. Hopefully there's something tied to that. Now, if we come back to the dashboard, okay, so you can see the order that I tagged, and you see the confetti just popped. My score must have went up. See how my score is already going up because I'm feeding it more information and more data. And the more you give it, the smarter it's going to get, the better or worse your score is going to get. So you'll know what to do. But you can see how an order I had tagged with that tag that I chose now feeds into this campaign. So you can keep track of everything for that campaign, for that dashboard that you've spent, and when you ordered it, when it was due, what the price was, what the status is, and get the invoice and who the who the freelancer was and the order number. So that's all right there for you. So let's see if the rank tracker, let's see if this is done. And guys, I'm not going to have a lot of time for Q&A because I have a call at 4:00 and another one at 4:30. So if you have questions, leave them now and I'll get to them as soon as they come up. You can see here, it says I have too many words. I have the right number of keywords on the page. It says I should consider changing the URL because none of the others have it in it, but can't do that, obviously. Keyword density would change once I change this. Meta title is good. I need to remove the keyword from the meta description because that's what's working. Number of H1s, it says I should reduce that, and so on. So you get the suggestions, and then you get suggestions of people that can do it for you. Rank tracker, I don't know if it will have pulled any data yet. Yeah, and unfortunately, I don't rank for the one keyword that I put in there. Page speed. Page speed is pretty good. Social captions, there's nothing to look at. Back or reports, there's nothing to look at. So let me try this. Let's go this one. My score went up. You can see the little confetti pop, which is cool. Settings, and let's disconnect analytics. Disconnect Search Console and hope that we'll be able to connect. So let me stop sharing real quick because I don't remember which account this is tied to. I think it might be this one. All right, let me share my screen again. All right, so I'm going to click continue. You're always going to want to choose Google Analytics 4 because UA has gone away. I pulled the wrong site. No, it's not tied to that one. Oh, man. All right. Well, we're going to pick the wrong one just for the sake of... why did it stop showing my screen? Just for the sake of completing this. So now you can see, and this is not the right data for the site, but now you can see that it's connected to Google Analytics. Now we can connect Google Search Console as well by a similar process. Connect your Google account. Connect. I know you can't see the pop-up, but it's the exact same process. There you go. And it's got Google Search Console. And for some reason, it pulled the right one. All right. So Keith asked a question about Google Search Console. You can see, you can check the clicks, and this site gets almost no traffic, but impressions, CTR, and average position. You can turn on CTR in the graph. You can turn on position in the graph if you want, or you can turn any of them on or off. It pulls the date of when you got clicks and when you got impressions. It pulls the queries that led to it. Interesting. And it'll pull the pages that are doing best, which in this case should probably just be the homepage. Oh, yeah, the homepage, what countries it comes from, and the devices. So hopefully that answered your question there, Keith. And now in the next couple of weeks, that's going to be part of your Legiit score as well. You can see this one has gone up just from connecting Google Analytics. So I don't know. I don't know what else to say. I think this is the best deal there is in the world. I don't just say that because it's mine. I created this because I wanted this. You know what I mean? It's not just hype, right? Like I created something that I would want to use, and now I'm giving it for one more day. I'm giving it to you guys for free. So if you want that, just go to legiit.com/dashboard. And if you don't have a Legiit account, it's going to make you sign in. It's going to make you sign up. But most of you probably do. If you don't, you sign up and then you just set up your dashboard before it's too late. Why is this zoomed in? So I'm going to drop that in the different comment sections. And I've got about 10 minutes to take some questions. So if you have some, let me know. Also, let me know if you've got one of these already, if you already use it, or if you're going to get one now and what you think of it and all that sort of thing. So let me know if you already have one or if you're signing up for one in the chat, please. Simeon says, thanks, Chris. This is legit. Thank you, Simeon. And yes, I do see what you did there. And the fact that people can do that is not an accident. That is what we wanted from our branding. So thank goodness. Oh, come on, Facebook. Don't be dumb. Paste. All right. I think I got them all. Like Pokemon. Got to catch them all. Michelle Robinson, the rank queen, says, have one. I have work to do, but I love it. Awesome. Thank you. Jacqueline says, I have it, but I need to use it more. Well, hopefully this will inspire you to use it more, as well as some of the cool stuff that we have coming in the next couple weeks and months. I know I'm excited about it. I literally could not sleep last night. But again, the URL for it is legiit.com/dashboard. And for the next probably 12 hours or so, it's going to be completely free. It could be as much as 16 hours, but do you really want to run that risk? Claim it now and set it up later if you're busy, you know? Like don't miss out. I've missed out on so many things over the years because I waited too long, and I know how that feels, and I don't want that to be you. Monari says, has also enabled me to create a VA service that helps manage SEO campaigns for clients on Legiit using the Get More Stuff Done dashboard. Now that's really clever. That's really smart. It's a way to take advantage of it as both a freelancer and a customer. All right, guys, we got about 5 minutes left, and then I'm going to call it so I can get prepared for my next meeting. But I wanted to make sure that everyone got an opportunity to get one of these before it was too late. Now, if you're watching this sometime tomorrow and later, you are too late. But you'll still be able to get it for what I think isn't a ridiculously reasonable price of $7 a month for one. And if you want a free, it'll have a couple of widgets that you can use. Most of them will not be available just because it does cost money to run things like this. And we have to we are a business, so we have to break even. Like our mission is to have every business on earth using this and help scale every business on earth. And that includes us. So we have to make sure that we stay profitable to be able to continue to bring you everything you need to get more stuff done. So, but if you have any more questions about this or anything other than how to get orders on Legiit, ask them now and I'll answer them in the next 4 minutes. Otherwise, I'm going to wrap this up, but I'm glad you were all able to see this. I hope you've all had a chance to grab one. It's you have no idea how much blood, sweat, tears, and arguments and debating and differences of opinion have gone into this. This is, it's been 2 years in the making, and it's, I feel like a parent. Well, I don't have kids, so maybe I don't know, but I feel like this is what it must feel like for a parent to show off their kid. So, if anybody has any suggestions, I will always listen to those. I won't always take them, but I will always consider them. Hajra, I hope I got that right, says amazing. Keith, who, if you go look on this channel, the YouTube channel, you can find a testimonial from. It's he says, hey, Chris M. Walker. Hey, Keith, always a pleasure, my friend. Hajra says, sure does. Thank you. Been seeing you around a lot lately. Whew. All right, guys, 2 or 3 minutes left to ask any questions about the dashboard or anything else except for how to get orders on Legiit, because I am not in the mood for that today. No offense. But let's just recap what's coming soon, real quick. Display the average search volume. So basically, we'll be able to show you the search volume of the keywords in the rank tracker. Bulk adding keywords. I showed you how to add one. You have to do that over and over again, but soon you'll be able to paste your whole list in there. Automatically suggest keywords to track based on existing data. So basically, keywords that you're already ranking for or might not have thought of otherwise. Competitor rank tracking. So you'll be able to put in a competitor or two and track where they rank for the same keywords that you're ranking for. Most of the coming updates have to do with the rank tracker. Updating the Legiit score to include data from Google Search Console. I showed you the Legiit score and some of the things it factors. The more data we can feed that, the smarter it can get, and the more that we can help you. Geotag and set other meta information on images, which is image meta. This tool will be built right into Legiit. Assign items in your to-do list to a sub-user. So if you have someone you delegate to, you could come over here and delegate the SEO right over to them. And then the big one coming sometime in November is an AI content writer. So you'll be able to actually write your blog posts and your sales copy and your website pages and your emails and your social media and so on right there in Legiit. So you won't need to fire up ChatGPT or Jasper or WriteSonic or whatever it is that you're using. So that's the stuff that's coming. And this is the dashboard. Let me see what else we got. Hajra says, discovered you late. I think I found you in the Nothing Held Back group, if I'm not mistaken. You're a funny one, Keith. Watching England versus Italy. Go Italy. I'm just giving Keith a hard time. Pauline says, thank you for coming up with this tool. It's changing the landscape. Looking forward to take advantage of it now and the new features to come. Well, thank you, Pauline. I always appreciate your support. Catch up later. Will do. Simeon says, I'll be upgrading to a paid account today. This is very cool and will help a ton. Thank you. Thank you so much. We, not for the upgrading, although I appreciate that too. But basically, I appreciate that this is going to be helpful to you because we've tried really hard to make that happen. I know that sounds cheesy, but it's true. Yes, found you in NHP. Yeah, Alan runs a great group over there. It's like the only group that I don't run that I actually like. Steve says, I missed the first 30 plus minutes of this. Am I safe to assume that because I have my dashboard, I don't have to worry about it? Or is there new? No, you're all set. You'll keep everything you have as is, and then you'll get new features as well. Azra, will this be included in the free version? I'm not sure what you mean by this, but yeah, everybody will get everything that as long as they sign up before we make the change tomorrow. Yeah, I think there'll be like a limited amount of usage, but yes, that will be included as well. Steven, what's up, Steven? It says, great seeing you again, Chris. You always have great motivation in your presentations. Thank you. It's funny because I'm a very introverted person by nature, but I do my best to put on a show and be entertaining when I do these because, as I say at the end of every stream and every video, you could have been anywhere in the world, but you chose to spend some time with me, and that's something I will never not appreciate. So I want to make sure that I bring the value, but also that I don't come off boring, and it's good for me as a life skill anyway. So I appreciate that you recognize that. Hajra says, awesome. So glad I signed up. I'm so glad that you did too. Jacqueline says, I enjoy your talks, Chris. Very informative and straight talking. Much appreciated. Well, thank you, Jacqueline. Keith says, legend, Chris. Thank you, Keith. I don't know what the GB stands for, but thank you. All right, I think I'm going to wrap it up there. One last time, it's legiit.com/dashboard. Sign up for it today, or you're going to have to pay for it tomorrow. It's that simple. So there's really no reason not to go throw one site into it and start using it right now before you. And again, I don't know what GB, that must be a British thing. But anyhow, so that's that. You get all of this and the stuff that's coming up for free as long as for one site. As long as you sign up today. If you sign up tomorrow, you're going to have to pay $7 a month or more. So yeah, I don't know what else to say. Thank you guys. This has been one of the more difficult things that I've had to create. So I appreciate that people are appreciating it, and I'd appreciate it if you would use it and let us know your feedback. As always, thank you for spending some time with me. Thank you for watching the stream. And thank you for being part of our various communities and businesses. It means the world to a lot of people. And if I can leave you with one piece of advice other than sign up for the dashboard, it would be to figure out what you want out of life and go out and get it, because you owe it to yourself and you owe it to the world. I'll be back hopefully again this week. If not, I'll definitely be back at least once this week. So if you're watching on YouTube, click subscribe and the notification bell for me. And so you don't miss out. Otherwise, I'll see you again soon. Peace.